what's up? I'm back with another video. So today we're gonna be pretty much chilling. Recently I've been getting a lot of questions about like modeling and being a hairstylist and all that. So as I talk about that and as I talk about my lifestyle and the pros and cons of being a model and also being a hairstylist and how these two things tie together, and then I will also be talking about I'll also be doing my makeup during the same time, so you guys could get a little visual while we talk and while we vibe. So, and don't mind me if I look down on my phone. That just means that I'm just checking the notes that I had, because like I just want to make sure that I hit every point when I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, so first, for right now, we're gonna start off with brows, of course, and then I'm gonna prime my face. Either or, I do it one way or the other way, but honestly I'm gonna start priming first. So right now I'm using NYX Pore Filler. Priming is really good if you want your makeup to stay, or if you're doing shoots and stuff like that and you want your makeup to like be like nice and visible on camera, and you just, you know, don't want to look too oily. So I think this one is like a matte. But yeah, y'all, let's get into it. So pros of being a model is that the money is good, and honestly, like there's no specific like set, like there's no fixed amount that like I make, because it varies depending on like what I'm doing and stuff like that, and then like how far I have to travel, and like, you know, sometimes it's crazy because sometimes people will pay you in like product. If they're really high brand, they might pay you in product, or you know, sometimes it's just good to get out there
is
for, like,
the root's gonna be a new
stuff like that. Like, so that's the pro. Another pro is the adrenaline and the inspiration that you feel after having participated in that activity. You get to work with celebrities on music videos. So far I've worked with Sleepy Hollow, B Love, Fredo Bang, and then Bobby Shmurda was my most recent one. So being independent. Okay, so as far as like modeling and stuff goes, y'all, honestly, it's really important to like set your own boundaries, you know, because I feel like a lot in the industry, what is the word? People are peer pressured, especially models, and especially young models are peer pressured into doing things that they really don't feel comfortable doing, or that they wouldn't have otherwise done if they were actually paying someone. And like I could say things as far as like, oh, doing certain type of poses that, like, you know, working with different photographers, doing different type of poses that you're really not comfortable with, as far as like showing your ass, turn around, showing your ass and shit like that. Like, I could say that from experience, that like honestly, if you feel like, damn, like I don't know like how I feel about this, or if you have any second thoughts about what someone is telling you to do, or what a photographer or anybody is telling you to do, I definitely think that you should go with your first intuition, because once that photographer takes that photo, or once that person has that, like, let's say like you did, let's say a photographer took a picture of you or whatever, and you had in lingerie or whatever, and he was telling you to do like, oh, like do these different type of poses. Long story short, what I'm basically trying to say is like, once that photographer takes that picture, that is in his file forever, and that photographer can post it on Instagram, or like, you know, like he could do like whatever he wants with that photo once it's already in his possession. And it's crazy because that photographer has that right to your photo, despite you being the model and you actually being, you know, the one that's like taking the photo and everything. You think that you have the rights, but sis, you really don't. So like if a photographer wants to sell your rights, that's actually what happened to Marilyn Monroe. A calendar company that had taken photos of her had sold the rights for $500 to Hugh Hefner, and Hugh Hefner had published Marilyn Monroe on his Playboy cover, and that was his highest selling like publishing of like Playboy. Marilyn Monroe was. And Marilyn Monroe, she didn't see a penny of it, neither from the calendar company or from Hugh Hefner. So that's something to think about for sure when you know, I just say be consciously aware. Like always be aware, always be aware of your surroundings. You know, when you do power shoots and stuff like that, and you know, like, cause sometimes when you do power shoots, they'll send you like, oh, these are the photographers. They'll send you a list of like the photographers and stuff that you'll be working with. So I say when you do power shoots and stuff like that, like do research on your photographers and make sure you look at their content. Because if you work with a photographer that is mainly used to posting, let's say, like OnlyFans content and stuff like that, 9 times out of 10, if he shoots with you, you're gonna basically be published on his page on this in the same light. So if that's not something that you're comfortable with, like, definitely, you know, do your research, learn how to say no. It's not easy to say no, but it makes you stronger if you do say no, and that's my opinion. So let's get to the next one. Okay. So me, I'm independent, but I'm under a couple agencies. I don't really want to, shout the agencies out because I'm not getting a check. But the agencies help me get exposed to like bigger brands. Like I believe Be Love was something that I have found on my own. Be Love is the one that sings Bad Love, not wasting, giving it time, not wasting. So that's Be Love. And then Sleepy Hollow, Fredo Bang, and Bobby Shmurda was booked through a casting agency for me. So with those, you sometimes get paid. It depends on like the artist itself. Like when I did the Fredo Bang and Sleepy Hollow music video, I was paid, I think, $300, but I was on set all day. So, and I didn't get paid the $300 like that same day. So that's the only negative thing. But also, different agencies are different. Like you might not have the same issues with one agency that you might have with another. But honestly, being independent is the best because you get to say like, oh, these are prices that I want to work with. This is how much I feel like I'm worth. And, because like, for example, me, I've got booked for an independent shoot, which I was just like the main model or whatever, for Paradox. And he is a Jamaican artist. He's a Caribbean artist. And I was a solo like video vixen in his music video, and for that I got paid $500, and that one was perfect because it was like right here in my hometown, the CT. So it was like that worked out for me, and no one booked that for me. He DM'd me personally. So that's the good thing about being modeling, that when people start to see you like doing good and stuff, like they'll start reaching out to you personally. So the connections are good, the networking is good. Like I love traveling, I love seeing how different people work together and how different like roles are. Oh, I'm sorry y'all, so I'm just going with my makeup. So let me tell y'all, so I did a concealer that's like one shade brighter than my skin color, and I just put it like underneath my cheekbone and underneath my eye, and I didn't put any on my chin, but that's usually what I do. So let me go ahead and do it. And this concealer, this is a chocolate girl or honestly brown girl friendly makeup tutorial. So this is for my girls who want to sit at home, do your makeup, get ready with me or whatever. So yeah. Some cons of being a model is sometimes especially like as women, like when you're around a whole bunch of beautiful women, you could like, especially with like big butts and stuff, and who really fit like the societal norm and stuff and the beauty standard and everything like that, you may be like, damn, like am I enough? But honestly, like my advice with that is just like, girl, keep going, keep doing it, because at the end of the day, you have to do stuff to make you stand out. Especially like as brown girls, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, we got a little bit much more of a harder time, especially if you don't have that big like Brazilian butt, and like if you're not light skinned, like y'all, let's face it, like we know what it is, and honestly it's true, like. But you don't have to conform to societal beauty standards to be accepted. As long as you have your own lane and you know where you want to go, or like how you want to express yourself to make yourself stand out, then you do that. So right now I'm taking NARS up underneath my eyes, and this color is probably like 4 or 5 shades lighter. But I like this. I like a super bright under eye because I feel like it makes my eyes pop out more. And I've been doing it since I was like 16. So Yeah, let's see what else. Okay, so yeah, so the negative thing is that you'd have to start working for free before you can actually put a price on, oh, for me to come out is $500. Like, you can't just pop out if you don't have any following. Like, no one's gonna want to work with you. So to be honest, you do have to do free stuff, and you will have to like sometimes sacrifice like being paid and stuff just to like get your name out there so that you could like get the exposure that you need for the next people who's looking for you to come find you. So it's all about being available, making yourself available, and then also like sticking with it. Like, and I say sticking with it. When I say sticking with it, I mean like when you get there and you see 100 people in a lot. This will happen with Bobby Shmurda. You see 100 people in a lot, and you get anxiety and stuff like that. Like, still going through with it. Like, still like feeling the fear and going through with it anyways. Because that's the only way that you're gonna get to that next level. That's the only way that you're gonna be able to get to like, where you want to go. So another con is like your partner might not like everything that you do. Like, I've been in videos where honestly I didn't even have to do like for example, the one that I had got paid $500 for, right? For that video, I was laying in the bed with just like a underwear and like bra on or whatever, but the dude wasn't touching me. Like, it wasn't going past like any of that. But just to see it, like, there's certain ways that you can make things look like what it isn't. Like during a kissing scene, or not even, I didn't do all that, but like there's a way to make things look like it's intimate without being seriously intimate. And especially too, like, you have to find a partner that's gonna be secure and knowing that like you, and also this is with you too, like knowing that they can trust you. Like, you have to make your partner feel like they can trust you, because there will be like, like guys tend to get jealous when they're like, they see you around all these different celebrity dudes and you're like in videos and stuff like that, and it seems like you're touching all up on them, when in reality it's really business. But the way that it looks to the rest of the world, like, it's not gonna be like that. Like, not everybody understands what's going on to like in the industry. So it's business. Try not to take everything personal. Everybody wants something out of something that they do. It's natural for people to search people who fit their own aesthetic at that moment. So everybody is maintaining an image. Don't take it personal. So what I mean by that is, for example, for casting agencies, right? And right now I'm using my Fenty contour stick in the shade Espresso. So in casting agencies, they might say, oh yeah, we need a model for, let's say, January 13th, 2022. Like, and you apply and you keep applying and it just seems like you're not getting like chosen. Like, don't take it personal. Sometimes, everything happens for a reason. Like, if it's meant for you, like, it's really gonna be for you. And that's like my biggest advice. So my next thing I'm going to answer is, how did I get started? I had asked my Instagram and Facebook questions that I should like, talk about during the podcast or whatever that people would be interested in. So this was one of the questions. How did I get started? How did I start? And what did I start with first, modeling or makeup? So first I had started with makeup. When I was like 14, I just became obsessed with like watching YouTube, and who was it? Tyra, I forgot her name, but she stopped doing YouTube videos. Malibu doll face, that was one of my favorites for like wigs and stuff. So I definitely just became obsessed with the lifestyle, and I'm just like, yo, once I learn how to do my own hair and my own makeup, I'm gonna be unstoppable. And that's literally like how it ended up like working out. So self-sufficiency and independence is definitely key to successful anything. It's also like in how you express yourself and how you want to be viewed by the world. So yeah, guys, I'm just blending it out, don't mind me. Blend that contour. Yes, girl. Yep. So right now, honestly, I'm using my those little eyebrow like eyeshadow like pad things on. I'm gonna come back to this later because I'm gonna need to put some glitter on and do all that, the 1 2 1 2. But so just make sure you blend everything out. Blending is key. See, and once I put that lighter color, it kind of took away the bags up underneath my eyes, you could still see it, but like in reality, like it's not as visible. So that works for me. So yep, blend. Contour. So when you contour, you do your nose, you do your underneath your cheekbones, and you do your forehead. My forehead isn't really exposed, and I have a small forehead, so I'm not personally gonna do it. But yeah. So so when I turned 16, that was when I had got accepted into my first modeling agency. I remember I was just at home binge watching America's Next Top Models, and then I was just like, damn, that's something that I feel like I could do for the rest of my life. Like, I love the concepts. I love how the hair, makeup, fashion, like that's all in one. And after like one of the episodes was over, I just felt so inspired, and I'm just like, oh, so I looked on my phone and I searched for the nearest modeling agency near me in Connecticut. That's where I'm from. And so I fake like applied. I'll kind of focus. I fake applied. I put in my phone number and my email, and I say fake because like I wasn't really expecting them to like call me or anything. I didn't expect them to take it like as serious, but I guess they did. Business is business. So they gave me a call one day while I was at an after school program, and my mom happened to be around right when my mom picked me up, and I just gave my mom the phone. My mom took me, I think, the next week, and I got signed on the spot. So that was definitely life-changing for me. That like gave me the confidence that I needed, because I've always been shy. I never really stepped out of my box, and I've been shy and awkward, like socially awkward and stuff. So yeah. So at 19, so after I had applied to the agency, I did a 14 weeks program, which basically taught me like the importance of image, and they taught me like working out, how to do your makeup, hair, like just like the basics and stuff, like modeling, posing, this, that, and third, like acting. Those are the different categories that we were into. So that's what I learned. And then after that, when I turned 19, at first I had went to Virginia State University, but I got like super depressed down there. I remember I was telling the story on like one of my last podcasts, but I got super depressed down there, and I just decided like this is not what I wanted to do. And still at that point in time, I still had an obsession with hair, but it was kind of weird for me because it was like now that I was in a whole different state, like 8 hours away, I didn't have the access to the same hairstylists and stuff that I had while I was home. So it forced me to like learn how to do my own hair, and then it became the same thing, like the same cycle, like me binge watching YouTube videos of hair and frontals and stuff like that for like hours, and I wouldn't even go to sleep. So that was fun. Dropped out of college, came here, did nothing for about a month, and then this is just like a refresher, like on like one of my podcasts that I had talked about. I kind of addressed this, and once I came home, I was doing nothing. But then my mom was like, "Oh, why don't you go to hair school, whatever." So I actually looked up into it, and then I went to hair school for like 2 years, which was like the best decision that I ever made in my life, because I feel like it pushed that education further. Like I wouldn't had the skills that I have now if I didn't go to school and I didn't take advantage of that opportunity. And it's so crazy now, because this is why I tell people like, yeah, follow your dreams. And a lot of people tell kids, oh yeah, go to college and this, that, and the third. My advice to like the future generation would be to like, yeah, go to college, but also be open to figuring out what you want to do for your life. Like, don't just put yourself in one ball. Don't just put yourself in one bubble because you feel like that's what's going to make you and your family happy. Like, I remember I used to tell my parents all the time, yeah, I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a doctor. That's not really what I wanted. That requires 12 years of school. I didn't have that other 4 in me. So it was just like, feel me? I was always an artistic person. I felt like that's how I express myself, and that's something that I want to do for the rest of my life. So I started my own business, and I started selling wigs. First I did my own, and then people started contacting me to do theirs. So then that's when I started like building a business from there. And then fast forward to me open up my studio. First, I did it with friends. Don't go into business with your friends. That's my advice, you know, especially, you know, or at least if you guys do, like, have an agreement, like, have something that's, like, you know, written in paper, have a contract in order, like, but even then, I still feel like you guys don't go in business with your friends. Like, your friends, they could support you in your business, but as far as, like, putting them a part of the business, I don't feel like you should do that, because I've lost friendships, and friendships have deteriorated because of the fact that, you know, we were in business together, and so many people felt like I was trying to be the HBCU, but it's not even that. HBCU, what the fuck? HBIC, but it's not even like that. When it comes to me in business, I'm a type of go type of person. So if you don't have that, like, same drive and stuff, then it kind of forces me to, like, push you and feel like, basically feel in that, like, boss position. Like, if you're not going to do it, somebody has to force you to do it, or I'm going to take initiative by myself. So now I'm going to get into the importance of image. And y'all, I'm literally done with my face. So that was quick. What we got? Look, 20 minutes. Told y'all. Quick little 1, 2, 3. So yeah, so the importance of image. Usually people feel their best when they look their best. Like, people pay good money to, like, have their makeup done and their hair done and stuff like that for, like, weddings and things like that. Like, you don't understand the, like, how important that is. So, like, once you learn how to do your own thing, then it's like, okay, now you can start to monetize off of it, because now you know, okay, well, everybody's always gonna need their hair done. Like, that's, like, something that's always gonna be around. And then you can figure out how to make your own brand. That's really the biggest part of it. Like, creating your own brand from what you know. So, like, my brand, I could say, is, like, modeling, content creating, and, like, doing hair. Like, doing hair is what fuels my soul, right? Doing hair fuels, like, my fulfillment. Or having a business fuels my fulfillment. Makes me feel like, damn, okay, I'm building something for myself, for my future, for my kids. Like, that's what my own business makes me feel like. But modeling, like, that feels like my creative drive. Like, when I can come to events and I could be like, okay, look at my hair. Like, if I pop out like this, girls in my city gonna be like, oh, she extra. Literally, that's what happened the other day, y'all. That's what happened the other day. They were like, yeah, she's extra. Nah, sis, like, y'all just used to putting yourselves in a box. Y'all used to putting, you know, having other people stick you in a box, and you just accepting that as just like, okay, like, nah. I used to do the same thing. Oh, maybe I shouldn't wear this. Maybe I don't want to take too much attention off of, you know, whatever. No, girl, do your thing. Because at the end of the day, we all gonna die, and ain't nobody gonna remember nothing about you if you don't put yourself out there on that, you know, on that pedestal. How could you say you affected anybody, like, you know, during your, you know, like, how can I explain this? Like during your funeral, like, how many people there will be there and say, oh yeah, I was positively affected by this person, like, you know? So yeah, I wrote a lot, honestly, but let's see. So femininity is so powerful. I feel like femininity has helped me in my career, like, crazy. Like, before, I used to be like a tomboy. I used to just, like, you know, sit around with my hair not done, wait for somebody to, like, come rescue me or whatever. But once I started taking things into my own hands, that's when I started really getting more opportunities, because people see how you look, you know? Like, it's not just, like, for me, I pick and choose the days that I want to be ugly, right? Like, I pick and choose the days that are, like, that. Yeah, I'm going in with some pigmented blue powder. You guys can find this on Amazon. But what did I say? I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, I pick and choose the days that I want to be ugly. So, like, as far as, like, you know how, let's say, I know for a fact Wednesdays through Sunday I'm gonna be busy. Like, I'm gonna be in New York or something, or I don't know, like, when I'm gonna have a shoot. So those are the days. Like, Wednesday I'll probably do my hair or something, right? But then Monday, when Monday comes back around, or Sunday night comes around, that's when I'll just take my wig off or something and just leave it off for, like, the rest of the week, just to get comfortable. But that's a benefit in knowing how to do your own hair. Like, once you know how to do your own hair and you're not waiting around, or you don't have to dish out that extra money for someone else to do your hair, it's like, okay. Yeah, so I just patent this color on, but honestly, I don't have like a direction, but we gonna see what it's hitting for. Blending is everything, all the way down to the eyeshadow. Like, okay, y'all, yeah, because this is killing me. But yeah, so if you would like to thrive in your femininity, these are ways. And femininity is not just like targeted to like one gender. Femininity is gender is fluid. So a man can be feminine, you know. So here's ways to spice up your femininity. So jewelry, makeup, outfit, hair, nails, feet, lashes. Details really matter. The more that you have done, the better. A single woman. Wait, every detail is a single woman. Okay, so right, so a single woman will attract different types of partners based on which she resonates more with in that moment. So like, you ever notice, like for me, like specifically, I noticed that like when I'm wearing braids or when I'm like wearing like a t-shirt, sweatpants type of vibe, like I get targeted by a different audience than if I'm all done up and makeup done, dress on, like, you know, like different people mess with me for different reasons. That makes sense. I don't know, yeah. We're gonna keep rolling with it though. We're gonna keep rolling with it. I'm over this blue, but I like it though. I like it. Okay, so life is all about balance. I'm not saying that being in your masculine energy is wrong or invaluable, but what I am saying is that you would use different powers in different settings. So no one wants to go grocery shopping in heels, and no one wants to be wearing a pair of all white G phasers to a Met Gala. Like, you can use your feminine energy to get people to do for you, and you'd use your masculine energy to get it done for yourself. Feminine energy attracts and masculine energy chases. So the people that you hang around will affect your value. It's all about finding your own lane of creativity and submerging yourself into it. And then what's your thing? What do you want to be known for? And like, what do you want to be? So oh, yeah. Give yourself time to indulge in your beauty. So when people approach you, they will have no choice but to bring their best selves to the table, because beautiful people are valued. As bad as that sounds, it's like the truth. Like, beautiful people are valued. That's how pretty privilege like comes about. Like, so when you put your best self forward, people will respect you, because they're gonna be like, damn, like, you know, she really love herself. Like, she not gonna let nobody play with her. Okay. So my tip is learn how to do hair, learn how to do makeup, go to hair school, study other pretty girls and what they are doing, and study the people that are in the lanes that you want to be in. So like, for example, like when I was growing up, I loved Malibu Dollface. He's the influencer. He used to always like do colored wigs, do reviews on colored wigs, and like, you know, like that's my kind of vibe. Like, I used to binge watch them all night. Before I used to buy wigs, I used to like make sure like, you know, it was up to par and everything. Make sure that the wigs look good. Invest in yourself too, sis. Like, for real. And don't let people take advantage of you. I feel like a lot in both industries, people do like to take advantage. Like, I think I'm feeling the green a little bit more than the blue, y'all. So I'm trying to get myself right. Okay, so that looks good for me. Yeah, put yourself best selves forward. Like, it's so many times that I went to a club and I've got introduced to different opportunities and met different people just because of the way that I was like looking and the way that I was dressed, the way that I had presented myself that day going out. Like, still people that I work with to this day. Like, your network is literally your net worth. So the more people that you work with and the more people that you like come into contact with and you build relationships with, the more that your business is gonna grow. So all that being selfish stuff, like, you really gotta like balance it out for real. Like, you know, like to a certain extent, like it's cool. I say being selfish as in like, I don't know, y'all, scratch that. Okay, so get out your comfort zone. As much as people don't want to admit, makeup is just as important as having your hair done, having your nails done, having, you know, all that, you know. The 10. It upgrades all your facial features without the use of cosmetic surgery. So that's always nice. Friendly competition is okay. So friendly competition as far as like, let's say you and your friends are in the same industry. You can use your friends like wins as like your motivation to be like, all right, now I need to step my cookies up. Like, you know, like it doesn't always have to be like, oh, she's doing better than me, low key hate, whatever the case may be. Like, nah, you could be there. There's ways for you to be there for your friend and still support her at the end of the day. Like, still support her and her own journey, because at the end of the day, what's gonna be for you is for you. Like, no one could take that from you. You just gotta be smart on where you disperse your energy. So yeah, I'm almost done. I'm just trying to yeah, so yeah, there's so many bullet points that I have, but the best power that anybody could have is not needing anyone else, because then you have control on who gets your valued energy. And my girl Janae Aiko said, love is living on valued energy. Value is a strong human resource. A valuable person is irreplaceable. People value people who look good. People value people who are original to themselves. People value people who value themselves, and people pay for value. So like when it comes to monetizing off of like, you know, what you know and things like that, like if you know that you spent like, let's say $20K, right? That's how much it costs for me to go to school. I spent $20K on cosmetology school. Well, my parents did, but you know. So I spent $20K on cosmetology school, right? Now, when I get into the real world, that turns into, oh, you think your friends want to, you know, you think you want to do your friends like hair and stuff for free and stuff? Hell nah. Because you know that $20K, that's still, you know, something that you could be getting back. Like, y'all got to think about stuff like that. Like, every penny matters, even when it comes to modeling, because when you're running two businesses, like I have a modeling business and I also have like a hair business, everything counts. So when I'm not dishing out money for one thing, I'm dishing out money for the next. Okay, y'all, so I'm taking a little bit of glitter. This is the one that I got from Amazon. I think I paid like $13 for like a whole pack of like 7 or 8 colors. Let me see. Do I got the packaging? Nope, y'all, I don't even have the packaging for y'all. But this glitter has changed my life. I'm not gonna lie. This glitter has been up in the looks, up in the ante on the looks. Okay. Yeah, so I'm having fun, y'all, period. So okay, there's 5 how to create finances. Okay, so how to create finance from this lifestyle. Your images create financial opportunities. Who are you? Social media is important. Social media is your every chance to brand yourself for free. People fuck with relatability and originality. Having a skill underneath your belt will give you value, because everyone needs their hair done. Everyone needs their lashes done. Lashes, brows, nails, you know, waxes, weaves, Botox, clothes, etc. There's literally everything, something for everyone. So you could go service for girls who do services that you need. Your job is to focus on what value you could bring to everyday people. So like, what can they rely on you for? What skills have you developed? What products do you provide? You got to understand it's all about the hustle. The people who want it will get it by any means necessary. All it takes is a few calculated risks every so often to build up your brand. As much as people make shit look smooth, there's a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes of creating a masterpiece. So there's 5 since when we go back to femininity, right, and like attracting all these different types of opportunities, there's 5 things that will help people remember you by, right? So it's 5 senses. So taste, what are you feeding your mind, your body, your soul? Touch, what do you feel like? What's your skin like? What's the texture of your clothes? 3, smell, what do you smell like? You know, it's crazy because they said smell is the number 1 sense attached to memory. So like when you were a baby, like baby powder or something, like I don't know, like, but that's basically like smell is your strongest sense that is attached to your memory. So C, what do you look like? How are you presenting yourself to the everyday person? How are you presenting yourself to the world? And 5, what do you sound like? How are you communicating with people? Hold on, yeah, let me get this little piece. I'm trying to get this bad boy nice. Okay, cause I'm gonna show y'all a little close up when I'm done. I need it to be dead right there. So I did green. I did green on my lids. And then I did blue as like a halo effect on the outside of it. So don't share too much, you know, still leave some for the imagination. Even when it comes to like what you wear and things like that, like still leave some things for the imagination. You know, when it comes to what you post, leave things for the imagination. Everybody don't need to know everything. Everybody don't, you know. Social media is really about image and like how you want to present yourself to the world. And then based off an image, you could build your brand. And based off a brand, you could build your business. So, okay. Your reputation relies on the ability for people to trust you. So navigate the business like it's a business, because it is, and in the end you'll want more valuable allies than enemies. Not everyone is an ally. Some people are looking to use you as a pawn to build their empire. Y'all, please listen to this, okay? Some people are looking to use you as a pawn to build their own empire when the heavens sent you here to be a king. Stay 2 steps ahead and don't tell anyone your next move until it's already in action. If you are the leader, leave with respect and grace. There's always someone waiting to take your place. Each individual on your team has to be solid on their own. The first step to any opportunity is showing up. Who is showing up for you? How are you showing up? Who is showing up with you? What are some things that you can work on by the way that you show up? If you show up late, you'll miss your opportunity to network with important people. Everyone is on a time schedule. If you're a hairstylist, your clients need to be up and out your chair because you have a packed schedule. And if you're a model, your clients need you to be on time because they're paying everybody by the hour. And they're paying the cameraman, they're paying for the space, models, etc. So you show up early, you'll get the opportunities. If you show up late, you'll be costing the client money. So different roles equals more pay. The more value that you make yourself to other people, the more that you are worth. The more valuable you make yourself to other people, the more that you are worth. For instance, new models aren't making as much as photographers or videographers because the cameramen are needed more. And there's millions of models with more experience. But if you had an event where you wanted the top models to promote your business or your brand for you, you'd be paying more for the model because not a lot of the models have the same fan base to, you know, follow your business and bring you in the traffic that you want. So yeah. So like, for example, like, okay, this is the end of it. For example, like with Ari and Jada and everything, like they're getting paid out. I believe Ari is getting paid $25K. And like you guys have to like let's say like a promoter books her or whatever, that promoter would have to pay for her like flight, her booking fee, like basically everything, like her transportation, like they have to reimburse her for that. So yeah, my last message before I go is that when it comes to drama in the industry, honestly, let shit go. Like in both industries, because you know, in the hair salon, girls like to talk, and in the modeling industries, girls like to talk. But honestly, you don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You don't have to fight for no reason. As long as you know that you're doing what God put you here to do, and you shouldn't care about a thing that any of these trifling girls got to say. People make a living off of you needing them. But one thing about it, God gonna open doors for you just like he do for them. And the story they're gonna tell about you is gonna be very subjective, and the people listening will be followers. Attention is a valuable resource. resource. Do not give in. Keep it pretty. Valuable girls pay too much for maintenance to be fighting. You never know when the next booking is coming. And fighting could take that opportunity away from you. If you see that the energy is hostile, move away from said hostile individual and let them act crazy on their own. Because let me tell you a secret, sis. These girls never planned on liking you in the first place. Don't take it personal. Continue to be the light and energy in this world and keep the shade in the shadows, period. Period. So, yeah, y'all. So, right now, I'm just going to finish up wing liner. I didn't do too much, guys. Just did a little something. Honestly, I really just wanted to talk to you guys, so we haven't caught up in a little minute. But, yeah. So, we about to be done, y'all. Oh, then lipstick. That's it. So, right now, I'm using bold eyeliner from NK Makeup. It's basically from the hair store. So I use this brown color. There's no specific name on it, but I like a cocoa brown on my lip. Something with brown tone, but like nude base. I mean red base. Like red underlying pigment. I had like that works the best with a colored girl skin. So let's go with it. See? Cute. My favorite lipstick is called Reverence. Dang, y'all I don't think I could find my lipstick. Alright, well. We're gonna roll with the punches anyways, y'all. My friend taught me this trick. So, a high concealer. Cute. Do this with that lip liner. Because, yeah, this is the same color that I was going for. Okay. One more thing, y'all. Y'all, that's how my hands look all the time. If I'm not doing hair, if I'm not doing makeup. I mean, if I am doing hair, if I am doing makeup, this is how my junk be looking. So I'm just going to add, because this one has more glitter. So I'm going to just add some. Hook it up a little bit, you know. Details is everything, period. But yeah, honestly, hair and makeup and like just the beauty industry in itself or modeling and stuff like that, honestly, it all goes in hand in hand. So if you're looking to like be a model and a hairstylist or whatever, like just basically doing the same thing that I do, like half time I'm like modeling, the other half I'm like doing hair and stuff. Invest in yourself, like, you know, put yourself out there. You're never gonna get anywhere being comfortable. And you're never gonna get anywhere being a hater. Support the girls in your, you know, your lane. And be grateful, y'all. Gratitude go a long way. For real. Okay. All right, yeah, I think this is cute. All right. One more thing, y'all. Then I got these wing liners, these colored wing liners from Amazon. Y'all, I've been in love. Been using them for every look almost. So I'm gonna just put this on top of the brown and on top of the black. I also hear that green is a good color for it helps make brown skin or brown eyes or brown in general just stand out. So that's nice. I'm just gonna go in it and my crease. Sorry, yeah. In my crease, make that blue a little darker. Make that bad boy stick. Makeup is expensive, y'all, but you could go to the hair store and get stuff for low. As long as you're getting colors, you honestly need like 3 colors. One color that's about 4 shades lighter than you. One color that's just probably 2 shades lighter than you, and then your actual color. And honestly, you really won't even be needing your actual color one like that, because I don't use foundation like that. I really don't. I don't. You really want to lap that bronzer. This is Mocha Mommy, y'all. This is from Fenty. I love this so much. This is like Good Old Faithful. This is the only bronzer that I found for my skin color, or like I could use this on like a lot of brown girls and it'll go bomb. So let me just touch this up. All right. Finish that up. All right, and then this is just called Perla. It's a glow, liquid glow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. So I'm just doing a little tiny bit on my nose and under my eyebrow. You could use this. You could do basically the same thing with like any highlight. This is like my highlight replacement, but I like this because it's super shiny. But it's also minimal, so. Alright, just blend that out. Put a little bit of brown in it. Yeah, my eyes is giving very much Mother Earth. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna come closer to y'all so y'all can see. Okay. That's like my hair. I was inspired by the Good Love music video, so definitely a look. Definitely a look. Probably one of my favorites, but I just wanted to give y'all something new. So I love you guys. See you on the next one. Subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks.